welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am a stay-at-home mom of a little 4-year-old girl, and I am pregnant, about 6.5 months pregnant with my second girl on the way. So thank you so much for watching, and I would love to have you, so please subscribe below. So for today's video, it is going to be a baby names I love but will not be using video, and I will be going over baby girl names that I like but probably won't use. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we do not have a name picked out for sure, so I may be using these, I may not, because I do love them. They're super cute. But I am going to give you the name that we are thinking of using at the very end, so I'm super excited about that. So like I said in my previous baby names video, we have a super hard time finding a name. I don't know what it is. It's just there's so many names out there, and I have a hard time choosing, especially with girls. Boy names, I have a super easy time choosing and finding lots that I like. But I don't have boys, and I'm not expecting any boys. I have 2 girls, I have 1 girl, and you know, the second girl on the way. So for some reason, it's really weird. Boy names are super easy for me to find. I can tell you like 20 boy names that I absolutely love, and I have a lot of those listed in my other baby name video, but something about girl names I struggle with. I don't know what it is. My first daughter's name is Brielle, which I absolutely love that name, and she literally fits her name so well. So that one I'm really happy with, and honestly my husband, I think he was the one that chose that one, if not kind of put it in my ear, you know, that name, and I was like, oh yeah, I do like that. But I will be sharing with you 10 girl names that I have kind of made a list, narrowed down, that I do love but probably won't be using just because who knows? I don't know what girl name I'm gonna use, to be honest with you. So how I usually hear about baby names is I hear it from, you know, other people, just word of mouth, kind of that kind of thing. Maybe friends that named their kids that name. But I also do use Pinterest a lot. I think Pinterest has so many different options, so many different baby names, and honestly it can get a little overwhelming, and that's why I kind of like narrowed it down for you guys. But Pinterest does have a lot of girl names, a lot of boy names, a lot of just names in general, and middle names too, and that is something that I struggle with, is like putting the names together. So I might do a middle name baby video, because I've tried to look at middle names and it gives me lists of like 100 names, and I'm like, well, that's gonna take a while for me to figure out and put together. But Pinterest is a very good website to find baby names. Okay, but let's get right into the video. So for the first name I have is Braelyn. I absolutely love this name. I think it is so pretty. It's so cute. It's also kind of like strong too. Like it's not super feminine, not super girly. Braelyn, it just like sounds super cute. I was actually a preschool teacher before being a stay-at-home mom, and I had a little Braelyn in my class, and actually I got a lot of like my baby name ideas from like kids in the class, because they just had like such cute, unique names, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like think of that for my next baby. But Braelyn, I absolutely love the name. I think it's super cute. The only reason why I'm not going with that one is it sounds too close to Brielle. So I have a little 4-year-old girl, like I said, her name is Brielle. Brielle and Braelyn, they just sound too similar to me, but I absolutely love the name, and I think it's super cute. And it's different too. You don't really hear the name Braelyn a lot. I feel like that's kind of like a new and upcoming baby name, because I've only known of one Braelyn, and she was like 3 years old, so it's like a newer name, so it's super cool too. Okay, so for the next name I have is Adeline. I love this name. I think it's also super, super cute, and like I said, this is a name that I found in the preschool when I was working. I had a little girl named Adeline, and I just absolutely loved the name. I think it's different. I don't really know of any other Adelines. I don't know if that's an old school name. I'm not sure, or if it's like a newer name, but I love the name. I think it's super cute, super pretty, but we probably will not be using this name just because I'm not like feeling it. Like some names I think are super cute, but like when I think about naming my little girl that name, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't think she's gonna look like that, or you know, that'll work for her or whatever. So we won't be using that name, but it is a super pretty name. Okay, and the next name is Brinley. I love this name. I actually have a friend who named her daughter Brinley. I love the name. I think it's super cute. It actually does sound similar to Brinley. They're too close together. Otherwise, I probably would go with that name because I absolutely love it. But it is a super cute name and you don't really hear it a lot. I mean, she's like the only Brinley I know. All of these names I'm giving you are ones that you like don't hear a lot. Those are the names that I like. I don't like super common, like popular names. So all of these names on the list that I'm giving you, I've heard maybe once, maybe twice, maybe I haven't heard it at all. I just like really unique names. Okay, and the next name is Avery. I think this name is so cute. I really like it. It is very girly sounding to me. Which, like I said, I'm not like the biggest fan of super girly names, but I do really like Avery. I think it's really pretty. It flows really well. I feel like there's a lot of like middle names that kind of like go with it really well. It is a super cute name, and I do know of one little Avery, but that is literally it. I only know of one little girl, so it is pretty unique and you don't hear it a lot, so I really do like the name. Okay, and then the next name is Paisley. So I love this name. I think it is so cute, and to be honest, like I am super close to naming my daughter that, but my husband has a friend whose daughter is named Paisley, and that is my daughter. She calls like her best friend. She's like probably like 6 or so, but my daughter absolutely loves her. She loves the name, but they're super close, and I don't like taking like friends' kids' names. I just think it's weird. I want to have my own name. I want to be unique, but I do love the name and you don't hear it a lot. So if he did not have his daughter named Paisley, I probably would name my daughter that because I think it is so cute and different. I really like the name. I really do. Okay, and then the next name is Emerson, and this one is so different, so unique. I've heard it, like I said, once. Like all of these names I've heard just once, like not even more than once, just once. But I love the name Emerson. I think it is so cute. It's different. You don't hear it a lot. But it's really pretty. I did know of a little girl named Emerson, but that was it. I really like the name, and honestly, now that I'm saying it, I'm like super close to being like, well, let's just name the baby Emerson, because I really like it. I think Brielle and Emerson, I think they're just like two different names. I think they sound, well, they kind of sound good together. Brielle and Emerson. I mean, they kind of sound different, but I really do like the name Emerson. And then like for short, you can say like M or, you know, whatever. I think that name is super cute and it sounds like really pretty with a bunch of middle names too. So I really like the name Emerson, and I might use it, but I might not. I'm not sure yet as I'm saying it out loud. Okay, and then the next name is Teagan. I really like this name, and I always think about a band. I think it was like a band. It was like a 2-girl band that I used to like when I was maybe like 14 or so. I'm almost positive that's what it was. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. I swear I'm not crazy. They're kind of like emo-ish, kind of like, you know, pop punkish, kind of like a girl band. That's gonna bother me. But anyway, Teagan, I think the name is super cute. It's different. It's kind of like not girly, but it kind of has like an oomph to it. Like it's not like, I don't know. It's not like something ending with Lynn or Avery ending with a Y, you know, stuff like that. It just kind of like is out there, and it's like Teagan. It's kind of strong but cute at the same time. So I really do like that name. Okay, and then the next name is Kaylee. So I think this name is so cute. I love really names like that start with K, like Kylie. I really like that name, but I cannot find myself naming my daughter that name because I always think of, obviously, Kylie, you know, from the Kardashians. So I always think of that name. So I cannot find myself naming my daughter that name, but I do love the name Kaylee because it is kind of different. But I do like the name Kaylee because it sounds kind of like it, but it is different from that. Honestly, I don't know of any Kaylees. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to think of any, and I really don't. So it is different. You don't hear it a lot, but it is still super cute and different and girly at the same time. So I do like the name Kaylee, but I probably won't be using that name. Okay, and then the next name is Elise. I think this is cute. This is really different than like the other names that I've picked out because I have heard this name. Well, maybe just once. It is pretty unique, but it's very like feminine and girly. I usually like names that are a little more different. So I feel like this one is a little different than the names that I have given you, but it is really pretty, and I think of like a super cute baby or a really pretty girl that has the name Elise. And yeah, I think it's super cute, like Elise Marie. It just sounds like so girly. I think why I'm like hesitant is because it sounds like super proper, and I pretty much am not like the biggest fan of like proper names. I don't know why, but it is a really pretty name. Like if I was gonna pick one that was like super like proper and cute, you know, I'd probably go with Elise. Okay, and then the next name is Juliette. So I have always loved this name. I think it is so cute, and this one isn't super like uncommon. I mean, I don't hear it a lot, but obviously I think back to like Romeo and Juliet, obviously. That's like what I always first think about when I hear that name. So I know it is like an older name, so it's probably more of like an old school name, but I think it is super pretty, and I actually have watched only a couple times. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but it's something that I just like put on the TV when there's nothing else on, is Siesta Key, and obviously the girl's name is Juliette, and she's absolutely gorgeous. But that's about the only Juliette I know besides when I think about like Romeo and Juliet. But yeah, I really do like the name. I think it's super cute, and it is like strong, like a strong girl name. I don't think I will be going with that name just because it is like kind of old school, and I feel like Brielle and Juliette, I don't know, I don't feel like they sound like they don't go together. But I really do like the name Juliette. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so those were all 10 names that I love but won't be using. I don't know, maybe I will be using. But I did want to tell you guys the name that we are thinking about. We are probably like 80 or 90% sure we're going with this name, and the name is Berkeley. I love this name, and like I said before, like it's hard for me to find a girl name that I like really like Brielle. I did really like her name, and it just kind of clicked with me. So far, like all the girl names that I've looked at, I'm like, I don't know, maybe, you know, I'm not sure. But when I heard the name Berkeley, I was like, I think that's it, because it is so cute, and I feel like Brielle and Berkeley, they go really well together, but they are different. Like they don't sound too similar. So I think we are gonna go with that name. I'm trying to figure out middle names for Berkeley. So if you guys can give me suggestions for middle names for the name Berkeley, I would absolutely love that, because I need suggestions for that first name, for the middle name. So that's the name I think we're gonna go with, and I'm super excited because I love it, and I don't hear it a lot. I've heard it maybe once, but I did see it on Pinterest recently, and I was like, oh, wait, I really like that name. That's really cute. So I'm feeling that name. I'm feeling that name, I really am. I think we're gonna go with that. Like I said, we're not like 100% sure, but we're like 80-90% sure that we're going with that name. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed these names as much as I did. Let me know in the comments below what you think, what middle names will go with what, you know, just let me know what you think. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.